On a cold December night in 2018, what appeared to be a tragic car accident would quickly unravel into something much darker. A premeditated setup, a brutal ambush, and a haunting act of violence that left a young man dead. This is the story of Marcos Guerrero Lopez, a hard-working immigrant from Mexico whose search for companionship ended in unimaginable betrayal. December 7th, 2018, 10:15 p.m. Lawrenceville police respond to a 911 call reporting a car crash on Leland Place Lane. But what they find isn't wreckage. It's a man lying near a tree, bleeding profusely from his head. The man is 32-year-old Marcos Guerrero Lopez. He's rushed to the hospital but dies the next day. An autopsy reveals the truth. This was no accident. Marcos died from a violent blow to the head. The trauma was too specific, too brutal, too intentional. This was murder. 2 weeks before his death, Marcos returned from visiting family in Mexico. On the day he died, he and a friend were browsing a dating app called Meet Me during their lunch break. That's when they stumbled upon a profile for someone named Glenda Williams. She was flirtatious, forward, and asking for money. She claimed she had her own place. What Marcos didn't know was that this online flirtation would soon become a deadly trap. Later that evening, Marcos and his friend followed a red SUV to an apartment complex. Marcos entered the building with Glenda. It was the last time his friend would see him alive. Around 9 p.m., Marcos's friend receives a chilling phone call. A man on the other end says, "You better come and get this, bid him up, and he's going to die in 30 minutes if you don't come and get him." Frantic, they search for Marcos and find him lying unconscious near a tree, bleeding, broken, and barely alive. Detectives quickly zero in on Glenda Williams. Her Facebook profile leads them to a shared account with a man named Russell Williams, her boyfriend. Photos reveal their connection. A red SUV on the page matches the one seen that night. When police visit Russell's listed address, a disturbing coincidence emerges. Another man had just reported being lured to the same complex and brutally beaten with a baseball bat. 2 crimes. Same location, same tactic. Inside the apartment, police find a horror show. Bloodstains stretch across the carpet and walls. A handprint smears across the floor, a sign of a desperate attempt to escape. Both attacks had taken place here, in the same room. The second victim, now recovering, tells detectives he was ambushed by 2 men, one tall and slim, the other heavier set. A baseball bat was the weapon. But when shown pictures of Glenda and Russell, he doesn't recognize either. Frustrated but undeterred, police set a trap. They contact Glenda and Russell through their Facebook Marketplace ad, pretending to buy a TV. The sting works. Police arrest Glenda Carter and Russell Williams in their red SUV, a blood-stained baseball bat. Glenda admits they were staying at a Red Roof Inn, and Russell's brother, Zarius Williams, is there too. Zarius is arrested without incident. All 3 suspects are now in custody. Glenda tells detectives she planned to sell her body for $60 each to 3 men. Money she said she needed to get her daughter back from foster care. But detectives soon learn she never had a child at all. She claims she never knew the men would hurt Marcos. But her story quickly falls apart. Russell says Marcos touched Glenda inappropriately and struck him first. He claims Zarius came in with the bat to protect him. But detectives call out the lie. The plan was always robbery. Zarius admits it was a little setup. He thought Marcos would survive. He didn't. Glenda Carter, Russell Williams, and Zarius Williams were each charged with murder, aggravated assault, and armed robbery. Within 28 hours, the case was solved. Justice moved swiftly. Marcos Guerrero Lopez was a humble, hard-working man, supporting his family from thousands of miles away. His mother never imagined their goodbye would be final. In the end, a cruel deception ended in tragedy. A young man's kindness and trust were weaponized against him. He died far from home, alone and betrayed. But his story and his name deserve to be remembered. In memory of Marcos Guerrero Lopez, justice served. May he rest in peace. If you found this story important, please like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video to help raise awareness about online scams and predatory setups. Stay safe, stay informed.